Live with Lisa, where we explore business insights and philanthropy with an emphasis on the Asian American community. I'm your host, Lisa Song Sutton. In this episode, I sit down with Dr. Teddy Sim, entrepreneur and owner of ChiropracTed, a private practice that focuses on health and wellness. Check out behind the scenes and get more tips about business and community by following us on social media at Live with Lisa TV. My guest, Dr. Teddy, shares tips and insights about how he started on his entrepreneurial path and what advice he has to upcoming startups. Check it out. What inspired you to create your own practice?
So I've been a chiropractor for 6 years, and the first 3 years I used to work for 2 different chiropractors, and I learned a lot. I learned the craft of my skill. I learned the business aspect of a chiropractic business. And I decided, you know what, I could do this on my own. So I decided to go on my own, and I am so glad that I did. I became my own boss, and I'm making a lot more money, which is not the biggest factor. However, it's such a reward to work less and make more.
What tools do you utilize to gain new patients?
The number one tool that I utilize for getting new patients is educating my community. A lot of people don't really know what a chiropractor is or what they do specifically. When I was growing up, I used to symbolize chiropractic with car accidents only. Yes, I see a lot of car accidents, but little do people know the importance of spinal health care. So the best part about chiropractic is that it's preventative medicine. So the older you get, you don't want to get to that point. So when you're younger and you're taking care of yourself now, like all the athletes, all the women who are pregnant, people with different spinal conditions such as scoliosis, they want to take care of themselves now.
What is a challenge you faced being a business owner here in Las Vegas?
Wanting to start my own business. I didn't have all the funds to get it started because my impression of owning a business is you want something big. And there was no way I could get that because I didn't have the funds. So I just decided to go small. In fact, if you look around this room, my very first office was about 300 square foot. And I would see one patient at a time, at the most 7 or 8 patients a day. Surprisingly, you can make pretty good money that way and taking care of a lot of people. So with that, I got all the patients that I had, and one of the patients was a real estate agent, and she loved the work that I did, and she found this office space for me, and now my patients have grown 5 times more. So I'm glad that I connected with this patient of mine because she took care of me as I took care of her.
What is some advice that you would offer to someone who's thinking about maybe getting into this type of industry?
Whoever wants to get into this industry really needs to make sure they have a passion. They have a heart for spinal health care. I myself had an issue when I was in the Air Force. I had low back pain, and the medicines that the medical doctor wasn't working all that well, or I've gotten too used to it that the pain was still there. And my commander actually just sent me to a chiropractor, and the chiropractor helped me out within just 3 treatments. And then that's what planted the seed for me to get into chiropractic. And that was my motivation, my drive to help other people in taking care of their bodies by chiropractic, taking care of it holistically. And I was very fortunate enough that my commander sent me to the chiropractor.
Do you find that you have a very diverse range of clientele, especially being part of the Asian American community?
Absolutely. So in the Asian community, specifically the Filipino community, they don't really know too much about chiropractic as well. But because I'm a chiropractor and my family's Filipino and Chinese, they explore more. Now they're telling the whole Filipino community, because I don't know if you know this, but Filipinos and Chinese people, when you mention it to one Chinese, the rest of them know. They travel in packs. So I have a large Asian American clientele, and I'm excited because now I get to educate them, and they're educating, people from our time. It's amazing. And diversity-wise, because I'm teaching a lot of classes, I'm also a Zumba instructor. I have a lot of health, fitness-minded people coming in here. Of course, all the car accidents that the lawyers sent to me, and referrals. It's all referrals, all word of mouth, and I'm very fortunate that people are telling other people about my business. Yeah.
You're also involved in Zumba. I heard you're a Zumba instructor?
Yes, I am.
Tell me about that.
Okay, so Zumba instructor, it didn't come out of nowhere, okay? So I heard about Zumba when I was in the Air Force. A friend invited me to take it. I wasn't interested. I was more of a runner. I liked running. And then I went to, the following year I was in chiropractic school, and I went to the gym. I didn't get the best grade on one of my tests, so to relieve a lot of stress, I was working out. When I was working out at the gym, I saw a long line outside of a fitness room, and I was just wondering what the heck is going on. And all the people went inside the room, and I just followed them. I was just really curious, and all of a sudden, welcome to Zumba. I'm like, oh my God, this is what I heard about in the Air Force. And I stood all the way in the back, and they turned on the first song, and it was a song that I loved too. And I was just totally jammed into it, and I find myself immersed in it for the whole hour and not thinking about that test that I took for that day. And I was just I felt so good. And the teacher noticed that I was there probably 2 times a week, and she told me, "You're pretty good." And she encouraged me to be an instructor. So after classes, she would give me one-on-one lessons, and I saw how much it changed other people's minds about what affected them that day, whether if it was negative or a bad day. I wasn't the only one, and I wanted to be that person to help inspire, and that's why I'm a Zumba instructor. Yeah.
So you mentioned getting some clients from different law firms.
Yes.
So how does that work with regards to collaboration of your business teaming up with another business?
Absolutely. So I was very fortunate enough to get with different networks, such as MyVegas Magazine. Have you heard of them? Mm-hmm. Yeah, MyVegas Magazine has so many mixers, and at these mixers are all kinds of lawyers and doctors, and I've connected with all kinds of law firms, and created a bond, so to say, a partnership, where these law firms are sending me these patients, and they see that I take very good care of their clients, so they keep sending to me. So it's very, very important to network, whether it comes from a lawyer or a medical doctor, and give them that top-notch service so they can keep sending. Therefore, they're happy, I'm happy. And most importantly, the patient's happy.
What is the one thing that all young entrepreneurs should be doing right now?
They should surround themselves with positive people. They need to surround themselves with like-minded people. Stay away from people that are in the clouds or negative and putting them down. Only be around the light so that they can continue to flourish in what they believe in and what they want to do. Also, another important thing is to stay up to date with what is current. One of the things chiropractors, medical doctors do a lot is continuing education, and we take advantage of that because there's so many things that are advancing today that you want to make sure you give your patients what's new in the medicine scene.
Thank you, Dr. Teddy, for your great insights and business tips. Stay tuned for our next segment.
When was the last time you truly competed?
It's a little stiff out there.
Here, I'll do it again.
Yeah, that's my phone. She touched it.
She laughed and then I looked at her.
Yeah, my bad.
Excuse me.
Don't you feel old now? Entrepreneurs, I was like, oh my God, you called me young. I went to the Mariah Carey concert and they pulled me up on stage.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. Somebody from China got everything, took pictures, recorded everything. And I was like, he's like, really going on And I was like, what's that? And he took my phone and
wasn't it just like magic?
I was like,
And
yes.
and the